talk a little bit about this concept, how we can understand if the spiritual practice or the realizations or this new point of views that we have or this practice is or has helped changing our environment, the way our family life, our work, the environment we are living, if it has changed from our practice. How do we know about it? Because if you think that, okay, I started practicing or I started looking at life in a different way like 1 year ago, but still my physical environment looks the same, nothing has changed for me. So if your physical environment hasn't changed dramatically, that doesn't mean that there's a problem with your practice or the problem with your realization or problem with your manifestation. There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing is that sometimes we can't see those changes because they are really tiny, so we think that nothing has changed. But how we can see this change is through ourselves. So if we can stop for a moment and think the same situations that we had 1 year ago, and if I have this same situation now, and the way I am responding to it, the way I am reacting to it has been changed, then the practice is working. Then I have realized something. Then my realization is showing me the fruits of it. Because if we are still acting the same way to the same situations that we had before the realization, before this understanding, and if it's how I am reacting is the same at the moment, then nothing has changed. Then we have the same belief sets that we had before. So this is all about seeing inwards, to be aware of what we are feeling inside, how we are reacting to situations, how we are reacting to people, how we are reacting when something happens. If it has changed from our old patterns, then we are seeing for ourselves that yes, life for me has changed. Now I am looking at things in a different perspective. That is how it gets visible to us, not from our physical viewpoints from outside, seeing how people are, how people or situations or our work life or whatever that we are talking about. It might be the same, it looks like the same maybe, but it is the way that we are responding to this situation, responding to people. If it has changed, then we have change inside. So awareness is helping us in this to find out if it is really like that. So I think that's one very important thing, because we start doubting ourselves. Okay, what it has brought me, all this spiritual practice, all this understanding, what it has brought me, because sometimes it looks the same, everything, nothing has changed from outside. So you might get sometimes disappointing, or it's like everything is still, it is not moving, it is not don't see any growth in anything. Yeah, but the real growth, the real expansion is happening inside of us. So just be aware that the same things, the same problems when you get the same problems that you had before and you are reacting in a different way, that means your beliefs about yourself has changed. The belief that you are looking at the world has changed. The belief system that was put on you forcefully by the society, by the education system, by the religion, now it has changed. That's why you are looking at it from a different perspective. That's why you can react to it in a different way, not in the same victimized way, like in a inside in a box, only to think from one rigid view. This is the correct way, this is the right way, there's no other way. That was our belief system that was put on to us. But when we have realized that it is just a belief system, and when we come out of the box, then we are seeing the world in a different perspective. That is how we know that this practice, this understanding has brought us to a higher level, that we are not thinking and operating and functioning in the dimension that we were before. Now we are acting in a different dimension. We are seeing it in a different way, that we are vibrating in a different frequency. It's not the same frequency that we were used to be. That is why we have attracted different kind of people in our lives. That's why we have attracted different opportunities in our lives. That's how why we are feeling elevated. That's how we are feeling more joy. That's why we are feeling more peace, less stress, less tension. All these are the signs that is showing us that we are walking on the path, that we have realized how this works and understood how it works. And don't also be discouraged with what other people are telling, because sometimes people will be like judging you from your outside, from selling things like, okay, seems like they are talking a lot of spiritual stuff, but from their acting we can't see it, or what they are saying is they are not living up to their what they are saying, or things like that. All these things doesn't matter at all, because people can only tell their opinions from the limited information that they have. So they think that someone who is spiritually matured should behave like this, should say things like this, and all these things they think according to their viewpoint, according to their frames, according to their knowledge. They think they should be like this. But of course it's not happening like that. So what is spiritually awakening people, you can't put them in boxes and say they should be like this, they should behave like that. These are all theoretical things. Only you know what you have realized and understood, and how you feel, how you are reacting at situations, how you are facing life, how you are flowing. Only you know about it. So others, they can say whatever, it doesn't really matter. And if you are resonating with someone, if you can take a message, just take the message, not the person who is telling it. If you can relate to it, if you find something worth in the message, then just take it. Don't try to look who is telling it, and if what they are wearing, or if they are a monk, or if they are a lay person, or if they are girl or a boy, or from which country or whatever, and which religion. It doesn't matter. Just the message is the most important thing. So if you can take the message and not the words of the message, the meaning of the message. Yeah? So if you can see the message without making stories about the messenger, if you can just take the message and interpret it, then that is the most important thing. That is what will help you. So thinking about or talking about the messenger is not going to help you. At the end, it is all about how you feel, how you are feeling, and how you are, if you are happy and if you have joy in yourself, if you are peace with yourself, that is what it all matters. If you're happy with yourself, if you have love inside of you, if you feel loved, and if you can give love, that's all that matters at the end. So let's focus on those things, and being more aware about how we are feeling, and if we can stay in the moment, stay in the present moment, that is the most important thing that we can do for ourselves.